Hello everyone. Welcome or welcome back. So, it is Friday night and just a second. Okay, so it's Friday night as I'm filming this, and we have bad weather coming in. It started today, and it's supposed to last all weekend, so we're basically stuck at home. Maybe even on Monday, I'm not sure. I know it's supposed to last at least the weekend, but it might be longer than that. We'll see. First we got a lot of ice and sleet, and then I think we got snow on top of that. So we've been doing what we can to prepare as much as possible for just in case it does get worse. Like we all took showers today just in case. Just in case the water freezes. I wouldn't say all of us, most of us took a shower today. And also today I spent a lot of time in the living room with my feeding tube pump on the charger because I was afraid of the electricity going out and it wouldn't be able to be charged, and it does take electricity to charge it, or battery. It's battery powered. So this morning I brought my pole into the living room and plugged my feeding tube pump in the living room and sat in the living room for a few hours. Then when I was tired of sitting in the living room, I went back to my room and laid down to watch my TV because I have a smart TV in my room. So if the electricity goes out, I won't be able to watch my TV because it goes off of Wi-Fi. So I came in my room and watched a little bit of TV, and then not too long before bed, I had a really bad moment. I've been having some heart rate issues, either where my heart rate goes too high or too low, and then I've also been having moments where my heart skips a beat, and we're trying to figure all that out. Well, I had a really bad moment. Tonight I was laying in my bed watching TV, and all of a sudden I just immediately felt like I was gonna faint, and it was to the point that I was like scared to be in my room by myself. So I immediately unhooked long enough to go sit in the living room for a few minutes, so that I would be, with not just by myself, and checked my heart rate and it was fine. So I think that my heart had like skipped a beat at that moment, because if your heart skips a beat, it can make you feel like you're going to faint. And as far as what we can tell on the heart monitor that I had for like 2 weeks, I think it did say that my heart did skip a beat like every so often, and that can cause some issues where you feel like you're going to faint. We don't have the exact results. We have the results online, but we don't see my heart doctor until Tuesday, so I'm not saying like official results until then, but we can tell from the results online that something is definitely not right, and I'm really, really wanting Tuesday to get here as fast as possible because I really don't like feeling like this. And I never know when it's gonna hit me. I could be like in the middle of church and just have to immediately sit down, or at home, and it doesn't just hit me when I'm standing. It hits me at random times. Like I said, the last time it hit me, I was just laying in bed, and all of a sudden it just hit me really bad. So it's been a struggle. I'm wearing a sweater to bed because it's so cold here. And I have like, what is it, I think 3 blankets. I'm not wearing 3 blankets, I'm wearing like 2 blankets, but I have a backup blanket. I have like several pillows. We have my pump set up over there. It goes on the charger every night, but we've kept it on the charger all day long today, just in case we lose power. We do have other ways of charging my pump, but just in case it got like really, really bad, we wanted my pump to have charge as long as possible before we had to do anything extreme. At this point, we are iced in. We definitely got a lot of ice, and it's only Friday night, which means we have like 2 whole days of this, 2 other whole days of this, at least. So it's definitely been interesting being stuck in the house. Yeah, but me and my little brother watched some more of our movie, the Alien movie we've been watching. We watched some more of that tonight, and we weren't able to hang out like a whole lot today because of my heart rate issues. If I start feeling like too bad, I get nervous doing too much, but we did watch a little bit of a movie together, so that was fun. Also, like, did things like played the Switch and watched a little bit of TV and just, I don't know, found some fun things to do around the house. So that was good. I kind of feel a little bit like a polar bear because I have like warm pajamas, a sweatshirt, like 3 blankets, and like 5 pillows. Also, I'm not sure if I've shared this or not. I like to share it whenever I have a backfire story that's like from my feeding tube. I just feel like it's interesting to share it. The other night, I think it was maybe like Thursday night. It's either Wednesday or Thursday night, I'm pretty sure. I was laying in bed, and all of a sudden, my pump beeps. And usually when my pump beeps, it usually means I'm laying on the cord, it's kinked, or my feed went bad, or, you know, something that I gotta get up and look at, right? And so this happened like in the middle of the night, and so I'm just like pushing the pause button because I'm like, okay, I gotta get up and look at my bag, see what's going on. And I just hit like the pause button, and a few minutes after that, it had beeped again. I'm like, okay, what's actually going on? So I actually sit up to look at my pump, and turns out my formula had went bad. And it was actually, technically it wasn't feeding me bad formula, because the reason it beeps is because it kind of like stops feeding me that formula because it knows it's not good. And so it was like, hey, like, you need to check your pump because your formula went bad. So anyways, I looked up, found out my formula went bad, and had to get like a whole new bag and like completely redo it like a couple of nights ago. So yeah, that was an experience, because then I had to prime the bag again. The new bag, which if you don't know what priming the bag is, it's okay, so I have a bag that goes up there, and you know, it obviously has formula in it, but you gotta prime the air out of the tube, which means that the formula has to go through all the tubing and get the air out of it, or else it could cause like gas, discomfort, all of that. And so I had to prime the new bag, and yeah, it was definitely interesting. Hope that I didn't wake anyone up during that whole thing, which I don't think I did, but the interesting times of being on a feeding tube. But thankfully my feeds don't go bad very often. It's to the point that we haven't even been putting it on the calendar anymore for backup formula, because my formula doesn't go bad very often. But whenever I do get a bad one, it's like really bad. Sometimes it gets to the point where it's like hard and gross. So anyways, it's getting kind of late here, so I'm gonna go ahead and end the video for the night. But thank you all so much for watching. Be sure that you subscribe if you're new, hit the notification bell, and I will see y'all when I can. I've been filming most days, but depending on how the signal is and everything, I don't know when y'all see this. Anyways, thank you all so much for watching. Bye, everyone.